As you notice on the lower left side, my business name is Team Impact. And just so you know, Team Impact is made up of business owners who seek to help each other succeed in their business. So, in other words, we are individuals and we are family members or family units who who owns a business, such as a network marketing business. So, our sole purpose is to help each other succeed in our business, and that is what Team Impact is all about. So, I want to discuss the three things that I've noticed about the current pandemic and what I have been learning from it, especially from an economic standpoint. And I think that you would really agree to these points. And so I'm going to try to not be political. I'm just going to try to look at it from an objective viewpoint, so that you can understand where we are as possibly as a country, and maybe you can see things in a little bit different light than normal. Because a lot of times what we are seeing things through the political spectrum of things, and we are not seeing beyond that. And so we live in a country, and our country is a great country. It's a country that has its own problems, of course, and there's a lot of polarity taking place that could turn things to the worse, or it could turn things for the better. I mean, it just depends in the direction that people take in these next few months. Anyway, so to discuss, like one of the things that I've really noticed about this pandemic is that people don't like to be cooped up. They don't like to be held in their homes for very long, and we can see this because of a lot of the protests that were taking place against the pandemic and stuff like that. People wanted to get back to work, and we noticed that with the economy of how when the economy was shut down, brick and mortar businesses were, in many cases, were completely shattered and completely destroyed because of the self-inflicted shutdown that was caused by governors and mayors, that kind of thing, because they felt that there was a pandemic, a response that had to be taken in order to help, in their words, keep people safe. So, and we also found out that when we look at things from the economic standpoint, that you can only keep an economy shut down for so long before you begin to see a different reaction that people start to have against it. I mean, if you look at some of the things that happened in Europe when unemployment went to, you have a lot of high unemployment, and then you began to see the young, really rioting in the streets because they didn't have jobs. So what else are they going to do? They're going to sit there and riot, right? So I'm not saying that's the case now, because I know there are many reasons why certain things are happening, but that's certainly one of the things that I've noticed is that people want to get out and about and do things. They want to socialize with other people, and because of that, not everybody is following the COVID-19 rules that some of these government officials are really trying to put into place or have put into place. And to be honest with you, I don't blame them. I mean, how can you be forced to stay inside, right? If you want to get out and you want to socialize. So, and I've also noticed that when you go into certain businesses, stuff like that, they all have the the you must wear a mask before you enter the building. But obviously, not every business is willing to uh, enforce that rule because from what I can gather from many businesses is that if they were to force that note that if you don't wear a mask you cannot enter rule, then they lose the business, and they've already been hurting so much from their business already that they've been shut down for like 2 to 3 months already. They have no income coming in, and so to enforce this particular rule of that if you don't have a mask, then obviously you can't enter, right? So they're not going to enforce that rule or most are not going to enforce that rule because they don't want to lose business. They are certainly suffering, and I totally understand that, and I totally get that, and I don't blame them either. One iota, I don't blame them whatsoever. That they would defy that. Also, with the current riots and protesting taking place, these governments have lost control over the narrative of must wear a mask, must do this, must do that. Because basically, you have a lot of governors and mayors that are not enforcing that particular rule against the protesters and the rioters. But yet, when it comes to law-abiding type citizens, they want to try and enforce that. So they lost the narrative there, and they can't really enforce it anymore. So another thing that I've noticed is that home-based businesses have really flourished during the pandemic, and I've talked to lots of business owners, especially network marketing business owners, and where they have stated that these last few months have been the best months they've ever had in their business. And I have a couple theories about that, and because one, people are looking for income, they need to find an income, so they join a network marketing company to begin to get that income. Second, people still need to buy products. They can't go to the store, so they will call up a friend and they'll say, "Hey, listen, I want this particular product, and do you have this particular product?" And of course, they did that. So it's fulfilling a shopping need for that particular person to call them, but it's also providing a way for that individual to begin to build a business in order to make more income. So we have to be able to see the things of how they are, and when we know that when we are so stuck on following, what I would say is when we're so stuck on trying to keep safe from everything and shutting down the economy, we are, in essence, destroying our own income in our own way of life. However, if you're like a brick and mortar type business, or if you have a job that you work for somebody, that's more of a brick and mortar type business. So, but if you have a home-based business, you are not bound by the standards that are being placed on people, because you can sell, or you can offer a business opportunity, or you can do certain things that a brick and mortar type business cannot do. So I really encourage you to find a good home-based business to work from, so that you can begin to make the kind of money that you're really looking for, because people are really looking for something like that. And I think tomorrow what I'll do is I will share some of the things that I wish I would have done during the COVID-19 pandemic. Certain things that I wish I would have taken advantage of, because I see a lot of people who have home-based business really excelling quite well during this whole thing. And I'm not saying I have not benefit from it either. But I would have, to benefit more, would have been great to take advantage of some more of the things that I've learned in the last few weeks. And so, but it's okay, it's totally okay. So that's all I really have for tonight, and I hope that you will really begin to to look for the kind of home-based business that you are really interested in. And now, I mean, obviously, you can really choose. You can really choose mine, but if not, I mean, it's not a big deal. I just want to see you succeed in a business that is a right fit for you, because not every business opportunity that is out there is a right fit for you. Not every business opportunity or product that is out there, it's not going to be necessarily that right kind of fit, because it may not interest you. For example, would I ever do makeup? No way. Why would I even think about doing makeup? It's not my forte, and I really don't care about it. But of course, my wife, who loves makeup, of course, that would be her niche. Whereas for me, being a nurse with a master's degree, my thing would be more about health and helping people to become healthier. But while at the same time with helping people become healthier, it can also help people become more financially independent. With that, so together we become financially independent. So I would hope that you would really take that advantage. Hi, Pastor Mel and Miss Elaine. How are you doing? Thank you for joining the call. And so I just want to I'll post my webpage. So you can see on the left bottom side, you can visit my webpage, myteamimpact.com, and I think you'll find that very interesting. It's a video, but it's an interactive video, so you can pick and choose different things that you want to learn about within that particular link and in that particular video. And I want to say thank you for being on the call, and I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. Maybe I will do one tomorrow, or I will start back up on Monday. So we will see you. Take care. Okay, bye-bye. Since I figure out how to cut this one off. I'm on a very new I'm on a new system here. The finish button. See, it's like right there on top. So all right, guys, take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.